Hey y'all, so I just wanted to recap on the video that I last posted. I know I let you down. There's two things I left out. That was the preparation work and the final result. So, I'm very new to this. I will say that I've been barbecuing for about 13 years. Of basically every category. I've been a competition barbecuer for a little over 6. I'm not new to barbecue, but I'm super new to making these videos. But I wanted to give you a little info of what we're doing here. I'm the creator of Chillin' Sensations, which is also kind of furthermore with the barbecue world is Grillin' Sensations. We all know that if you're grilling, you should be chilling. So basically what this is all about is that I've been around, I've seen many different things. I have failed multiple times, but I get a lot of questions that I get asked. And a lot of the questions I get asked are very simple things, right? It's, I got an 8-pound brisket. How long do I smoke it? At what temperature? I mean, you start talking about temperatures, you can make a wide spectrum there. The thing is, when you go online and you try to search that as a beginner into the barbecue world, you're going to find 30 different answers in the first 30 things you find on Google. And the reason for that is that people have different devices that produce different products. And when I say that is that you'll find somebody on there that'll say you can put their smoker will cook an 8-pound brisket at 250 degrees in 6 hours. It might work for them. It's not gonna work for most. So the thing is that a lot of people fail because of that, because they go on there, they set their smoker at 250 degrees. They go for that amount of time, that what they're reading on the internet, and it's not done. They got a whole family sitting around waiting to eat, and then they still have about 5 more hours to go, 6 more hours to go. Now granted, it kind of all just depends. So what we're doing here is that we want to get down to the basics of barbecuing, find the simple fine lines of what those are, what those numbers are, and go from there. Now, when I say we're going to try to find the fine line, right, it's kind of like, here's the blueprint. You're going to have to critique it for yourself. That's a given. So in that case, we're going to tell you that you're going to put your brisket on at this time, at this temperature, and this is the bulk time that it should be done, right? It's going to vary. Depends on the temperature outside. There's so many different variables, right? But I want to get to that, right? Because there's a fine science behind it that we got to get to. But also too is people will tell me that their pellet grill is not producing a lot of smoke. Some people call it an easy bake oven for a reason. It does not produce the same amount of smoke as an offset smoker. People will also ask me in that case, well, then should I get an offset smoker? I'm going to tell them it kind of depends on how much time you have to dedicate to providing dinner. And what I mean by that is that, for myself, I've had several offset smokers. I've had pellet grills, offset smokers. I've had trailer smokers. I've had a trailer smoker that costs more than my new pickup, right? It all depends on how much time you have to dedicate to it. It is a science. I know lots of people. I've gotten it down for the most part, as far as I can set it, forget it a little bit, but I still have to check on it constantly when you start talking about an offset smoker, because you're building a fire. You have to get into the science of the dampers and the wind flow and the airflow and everything else. I have 3 little girls, so I don't have a lot of time. So I like my pellet grill, but there's things you can do to get yourself to the same product as an offset smoker, or a stick burner, some people call it, with a pellet grill, right? I didn't know that at first, because when you look online, nobody tells you that, right? So all these different things I want to tell you is I want to provide you the best products, right? I want to provide you the best advice. I want to provide you the best recipes. And that's the whole point of this, right? I do have a website. It's not really live. You might be able to figure it out by the beginning part of this video. Sorry, I keep sticking my thumb in your face. But I do have a website, and the point of the website is that to bring in the best products without doing the legwork. How often, I'm sure when you bought your new pellet grill or your offset smoker, you probably looked all over the internet. What's the best one to buy? There's a lot out there. and they're all fairly good, right? But you're spending money. They all last a good amount of time, right? So get your money's worth. And there's a lot of discount programs you can get into, right? So I'm going to provide you the best products, right, in a category. I'm not going to rank them. I'm just going to say here's the best products. Wood pellets is another one. People will say that they'll ask me that their pellet grill's not smoking a lot. Well, it's because they bought the $6 bag at Walmart. There's a difference, right? There's additives, there's things you can get into. You want the natural hardwoods. There's a lot of major brands out there that are really competitive price. When you start talking about a pellet smoker, it's gonna last a long time when you fill it up. So it's not really a point to be stingy on. So anyway, I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time, but you're gonna see a lot of videos. We're gonna get to nitty gritty. We're gonna answer a lot of questions, and stay tuned.